Syllabus Day Presentation. Welcome, and welcome back to NHSC. We are happy you have chosen to continue your education with us. What is this presentation about? This presentation has been compiled to ensure that all students are clear on campus policies and procedures regarding financial aid, student accounts, student complaint procedures, and other important information. Understanding your bill at NHSC. What actually gets charged to your student account? Tuition, books, fees, housing, and meal plans. You are responsible for your bill at NHSC. Please ensure that your financial aid awards cover the entire bill for the semester, or plan to make payments throughout the semester. Payment options include monthly payroll deductions, checks, cash, and credit card payments. If you are awarded a Pell Grant, it may only cover a portion of your bill. That is why it is important to apply for scholarships in addition to completing the FAFSA. If any student has an outstanding account balance of $2,500 or more at the end of the semester, they will not be allowed to register for the following semester. Please ensure that you keep your mailing address and contact information up to date. Refund checks and any other college correspondence will go to your mailing address. What is financial aid? Financial aid is any grant or scholarship awarded to help you pay for school. Once you have paid off your student account balance, you can use any overage in funding to assist with your living expenses. The more scholarships you apply for, the more funding you will have available to use for your living expenses. Pell Grant, TAT Higher Education, 477, American Indian College Fund, and TAT Chairman's Grant are all sources of funding to help pay for school. There are many other scholarships that exist, but these are the ones we most commonly see awarded to students attending NHC.
What is the FAFSA? The FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid. This free application determines your eligibility for the federal Pell Grant. A full Pell Award is $5,920 per academic year. That amount is split up over 2 semesters, $2,960 for the fall and for the spring. A partial Pell Award is less than the full Pell Award and is dependent upon the student's earned income. The partial Pell Grant will also be split over the fall and spring semesters. You may be selected for financial aid verification, which just means that the information that you provided on your FAFSA application just needs to be verified. To find out if you were selected for financial aid verification, check your college email or stop in the financial aid office. If you were selected and you do not complete the verification process, you will not be awarded your federal Pell Grant. Satisfactory academic progress in the Pell Grant. Satisfactory academic progress, or SAP, measures whether or not a student is making satisfactory progress toward the completion of their degree. For an associate degree, the maximum is approximately 90 credits, and for a bachelor's degree, the maximum is approximately 150 credits. Once the student reaches those limits and have not graduated, they will no longer be eligible for the Pell Grant. If you change your major, the credits earned still apply to that maximum amount. To meet satisfactory academic progress each semester, the student must successfully complete 67% of the attempted credits, and they must also maintain a cumulative grade point average of 2.0. If these are not met, the student will be placed on financial aid warning for 1 semester. If in the next semester the student still does not meet satisfactory academic progress, they will be placed on financial aid suspension and will no longer be eligible for the Pell Grant until they have started to meet the satisfactory academic progress requirements. What are cost of attendance and unmet need? Cost of attendance is the amount of tuition, books, and fees combined with an estimated total cost of living expenses for a full academic year. This budget may not match your actual expenses, so if your expenses are greater than the cost of attendance budget, you can request a cost of attendance budget increase with the financial aid office. To request an increase to your cost of attendance budget, you will need to provide verification of your actual expenses. What is unmet need? Unmet need is defined as cost of attendance minus your awarded financial aid. Students without scholarship dollars have a greater unmet need than those with scholarships. For example, the cost of attendance is $15,000. A student with aid of $5,800 for the year has an unmet need of $9,200. You are only allowed to receive scholarship dollars up to the cost of attendance budget amount. For the current cost of attendance budget, please see the financial aid office or find it in the NHSC student handbook. The handbook can be found by visiting the website and doing a search for student handbook. Withdrawal, Pell Grant, and grievances. If you decide to put your education on hold, make sure you properly withdraw. Fill out the appropriate form with the registrar's office and obtain the required signatures. For a Pell Grant recipient, withdrawing may require you to pay back funds to the Department of Education. If that happens, you will not be eligible for the Pell Grant until the funding is repaid. If you are having a conflict with any aspect of NHSC, please feel free to complete a student appeal/complaint form with our VP of Student Services. We may be able to help you through any issues you are having. Simply fill out the appropriate form and submit it to the VP of Student Services. If you are requesting a grade appeal, work with your instructor first. If you do not get the issue resolved, complete the student appeal/complaint form and submit it to the VP of Student Services.
What is FERPA? Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act of 1974. FERPA protects the privacy of student records. Any educational institution that receives federal funds under any program administered by the Secretary of Education must comply with FERPA. Rights given to the student include the right to inspect and review their educational records, the right to request and amend their educational records, the right to limit disclosure of some personally identifiable information, directory information. If you wish to give another person permission to access your records at NHSC, visit the registrar's office to complete an authorization form.
Important date information. The census date is the last day to add and drop courses for 100% refund. After the census date, your bill will remain the same for the remainder of the semester. The census date is 10 days into the semester or the second Friday by 4 p.m. The last day to withdraw for a W on your transcript comes toward the end of the semester. For the most accurate date information, find the academic calendar in the registrar and admissions hallway or on the website. Graduation requirements are determined by the academic bulletin in the year that you begin your studies. If changes to the degree plan occur while you are still attending NHSC, the changes will not apply to you. You will still use the original degree plan to graduate. Attendance policy. NHSC is an institution that mandates class attendance. Some instructors incorporate attendance as participation, which counts for a portion of your grade. If a student misses 3 consecutive classes, the instructor will attempt to make contact with the student. If they are unable to make contact, the guidance counselor will then try to contact the student. If the guidance counselor is unsuccessful, the student will be administratively withdrawn from the class. This may affect the student's satisfactory academic progress. The student will not receive credit for the course, but will still be held liable for the bill. Classroom expectations. Please plan to be on time for classes. Late entries often disrupt other students. Some instructors will mark you absent if you are 10 minutes late or more for class. Please make an attempt to contact your instructor ahead of class if you have any special needs for the day. Please limit your cell phone use to emergencies only. Use your syllabus as a guide for upcoming course content. If you are struggling right away in either math or English, please get help right away by contacting the NHSC Writing Center staff or the Tutoring and Career Services staff. Meet with your instructors during their office hours if you are struggling in any other class. If you are a student with a disability, please contact the guidance counselor to start the additional support intake process.
Great Lakes Project Success. Great Lakes Project Success is funding programs for NHSC students to promote graduation. Emergency aid funding is meant to assist in emergency financial situations. Paid internships program. Funding to offer student paid internship opportunities. Achieve the dream. Helping NHSC make data-based decisions. Carnegie Math Pathways. Alternate remedial math courses. Statway to get students through math requirements faster. Grad Ready. Online financial literacy tool to help students manage finances and learn more about paying for college. My NHSC. Step 1. Get your account activated. Visit the IT department to get your student ID activated. What can you do with your My NHSC account? In My NHSC, you will do any online assignments that your instructor has assigned. If the instructor pre-populates PowerPoint slides, you will be able to access them there and you will have them available for notes. You will register for classes, access financial information, and access all grades through My NHSC. How to log into My NHSC. Go to the NHSC homepage, www.nhsc.edu. Next to the Facebook and Twitter symbols, see the most commonly used links. Click on the My NHSC link. Your login will be student ID number, your password will be NHSC, and the last 4 of your social security number. NHSC webmail. What can I do with NHSC webmail? Your webmail allows you to access emails from college staff. This will help you remain informed about campus events. Financial aid and student accounts will contact you via email. You will receive emails from instructors at your NHSC email address. How to log in to NHSC webmail. Go to the NHSC homepage, www.nhsc.edu. Next to the Facebook and Twitter symbols, see the most commonly used links. Click on the webmail link. Your login will be firstname.lastname@nhsc.edu. Your password will be NHSC and the last 4 of your social security number. In conclusion, we hope that the information provided will ensure your success in navigating everything NHSC. Please request a copy of the PowerPoint from your instructor or find it in the course information in My NHSC. If you have any additional questions, contact the following departments: My NHSC and Webmail, IT Department. Financial Aid, Financial Aid Office. Registration and Admissions, Registrar and Admissions Offices. Student Grievances, VP of Student Services Office. Student Grade Appeals, VP of Student Services Office. Meal Plans, Business Office. Student Accounts, Business Office.